What's going on, guys? Seancutshair back with another video. Guys, I got a brand new camera for this one. Hope you guys like this tutorial. It's a crazy, epic transformation. Let's get right to it. Alright guys, we're going to kick this thing off with a foreguard. I'm using my comb to hold that weight and bringing the four straight up through it. You guys know normally I would do some block graduation, but he had to get his hair cut by somebody else and the weight and the crown was a little bit short, so this is how we're going to do it this time. We'll go in with some clipper over comb to clean that up before we start to fade the sides. Alright, we're going to start with our Slimline Pros and set our ball guideline, and I'm going to do it exactly in the shape that you see from there. If you kind of look at the part in his hair, you can see a line, and my bald line is going to follow that line. So I'm going to go ahead and bald it out underneath, come in with the shaver underneath of that, and then we'll start our fade. Alright, now we'll come in with our wall cordless senior with the filthy mod with the Andis master blade. We're going to set our first guideline about 3/4 of an inch up, and then once that's established, we'll start to work the line out. Now we'll come back with our slimlines. Because I punched the line in with the slimlines, I'm going to scoop up and start to work our transition into there. So I'm going to scoop up, that'll be our first step. Then we'll come in with the clipper closed right now and start to work the line up even higher. So we'll do the clipper closed at the bottom of that line, clipper halfway open, halfway into the rest of the section, and that section will be done. Next up, we'll come in with our wall cordless senior with a one guard all the way open. We're going to go up another 3/4 of an inch. So you guys will see another guideline. We're going to work that all the way back, and then we'll start to take the line out. After we've done that, we'll come in with the clipper all the way closed, and we're going to go about 2/3 of the way up into that section. We want to leave the bottom line for the half guard, and we're going to use that as our middle part of this section. So the one closed will go halfway to 2/3 of the way up into the section. Now the half guard will take the rest of that line out. Okay, after that we'll come in with a 2-guard closed, and we're going to try to connect to the 4-guard that we started with. So you guys are really going to see me flick out here. I'm just going to come into the line and blend into the 4 above it. That will leave a line that's left that this 1.5 guard right here should take most of the way out. Now like I say, usually guys, you might have to go back down to the 1 guard here if the 1.5 doesn't take it out. You can close it up a little bit. Just depends, you just got to play with it, but this should clean it up pretty well, and then we'll work on, working our way back down. If we have to use the 1 guard, we'll work our way all the way back down until this blend is nice. So there's our 1 guard. Like I said, it's all the way open. We'll come through here one time and see if it lightens it up. Then we can close it up a little bit and come through it again, and we're just going to kind of work that fade all the way down until we're happy with it. And I saw some spots now after I lined it up that kind of frames the haircut, shows you a little bit of a finished product. You guys can see where I'm working. We got a little bit of a dark section. So I'm gonna come back in with the 1.5 and probably the 1 after that and clean it up. Go ahead and time lapse this side, guys. You already know, same steps as before. What about that before? What do you guys think? He was looking crazy. He had done a quarantine cut. He came in, he couldn't go to me, so he had one of my other guys cut the sides. He left the top. That's why he looked crazy. You guys are gonna see here in a little bit, we're gonna cut the top, and I have to do a little bit of a compromise here. He really doesn't like cutting it. He likes it long, but I've been cutting his hair for a while. I said, dude, you look crazy. Let me cut it in a way that at least you can wear it a little bit more styled. It's not gonna hang everywhere. And that's our job really, is to, we have to talk our clients into it sometimes, but it's our job to make them look good. So if they're getting stuff that doesn't work for them, we need to, educate them and tell them what we think is best. And most of the time they'll listen to us. So you guys can see the same steps. Open clipper, slimline at the bottom. Now we're coming in with a closed clipper and then half open up into that section. And this side's coming together really fast. Not because of the time lapse, of course. Now we'll come in with the open one, close one after that, and then the half guard will take that line out. Then we'll come in with the 2 guard, connect to the 4, and the 1.5 will finish this side up. And I sped this up so fast, guys, because I wanted to show you the shear work on top. Wanted to show a little bit different. You guys have seen a lot of fade videos from me. And if you're new to the channel, I got plenty of fade videos, so go check them out. But on this one, I wanted to show you guys, and it's a little bit different than some traditional shear work, so I wanted to really be able to explain to you guys what I did and why. So we'll get there in a second. All right, we're gonna saturate the hair and come in to cut the top. I'm gonna comb through it. You guys can see it's a little bit ratty. Probably hadn't been brushed in a while, so I'm just gonna work from the back to the front, just using my wide tooth comb and getting that started, and then we'll come in and do our shear work. All right, we'll part it down the middle. I'm gonna take all this length to each side, and you guys will see how we're gonna handle it. I'm gonna really treat it like normal graduation. You guys have seen me do this before, where I part it down the middle and take it over to the weight that we created. Since he doesn't have a lot of weight, I'm kind of going to estimate where I want this to lay. So you guys can see I'm not actually connecting that. He wants to wear this really loose, but I'm taking it down. I'm creating a perimeter with this length. It's a little bit longer than where the block graduation was. Now, if he had had the length up top when we started, I would have done some longer block graduation, but you guys will see, I'm just going to create this slope from the back. The back's going to be close to the length of the crown, and then we're going to get the front quite a bit longer. But what that's going to do, after I finish this perimeter and we comb it forward, it will lay in pretty nice. So you guys will see that here in a second. So you guys can see, I'm just going to work it longer to the front, kind of like a bob haircut, honestly. I'm just going to work my sections over and connect them all, longest in the front, and you guys will see right here in a second. I'm going to comb it all forward and you'll see how it's going to lay. And I actually had a couple of my barbers watching because they couldn't really tell what I was doing, but watch right here. When I comb it forward, you can see it kind of connects, and that's what I'm showing them. So I'm going to comb it down and see how long it is, and then when we move it forward, it kind of lays in. We'll do this side. We're going to go ahead and match the crown where we started, and I'll do the same thing on this side. I forgot to mention, guys, this is my new Canon M50. This footage should be a lot more crisp for you guys. Leave me a comment, let me know if you like the footage, if the camera looks a lot better. I think it's better, and I actually had this camera before, but I wasn't really good at using it, so I went with my phone. It was just easier, but let me know what you guys think. We're gonna go in and do the front here, and you guys will see we'll be able to take each section from each side and bring it over, and we'll have a longer piece in the middle. So I'm just taking that middle length off and making it connect to both sides. You can see it right there. And I'm just gonna point cut it. We want it a little bit jagged. I don't want it straight across because he's gonna wear this down in the front. So we're just gonna pull it down and then point cut across. All right, so now that that's done, we'll be able to pull each section up. We should have a guide on each corner, and we'll have long hair in the middle, and we'll just point cut that and make it all match. You guys can see right there, I just pointed to it. It starts to fall out on the right side of the screen. That's how I know where to cut. And like I mentioned, guys, this is a really long haircut. It's obviously not gonna blend in. You saw what he walked in with. He would wear it like that every day if his mom would let him. So mom wanted him to cut it, dad wanted him to cut it. He didn't want to cut a lot. You know, me as a barber, I'm gonna recommend that I cut it, you know, so he can style it decent. I want my clients to look good. So he's kind of giving in here, giving a compromise, and we are gonna cut it pretty decent, honestly, for what he wanted. But you guys will see, it still doesn't really connect, but it's gonna come out pretty decent there at the end. The fade's gonna be nice. Now the length's just gonna be up there kind of crazy, but you guys will see. I'm going to check with him. Like I said, he doesn't want a lot off, so I'm going to show him where the front's laying. He's going to look at it, and he ended up saying he wants a little bit more off, so I'm going to go in and trim a little bit more off the front. And he wants a little more off. I was shocked, guys. Like I said, he hates cutting it. So we're going to take a little bit more off. We're going to take it right to his eyebrows. And I'm going to pull it down in the front and do it that way. So you guys know when you pull the bangs up from behind him, you're going to pull it, you're going to over direct it up, and it's going to end up being longer. So I'm actually going to pull this down in the front, take it to his eyebrows, and cut it to the length that I know I need it at. Now we'll do a little bit of cross-checking. So we'll go from horizontal sections to vertical sections. I'm just going to go in and make sure it's all good. And if there's any long pieces, I'm going to go in and add a little bit more texture. Then we'll style it up and you guys can check it out. Alright, so we've dried it. We're going to throw in some Tomb45 indestructible clay. And I did forget, guys, he did ask last second to put a couple little notch parts in there. So we're going to add that in here at the end, and then you guys can check out the finished product. Tomb45 shave gel coming with the triple cartridge razor, and we're gonna razor that out, and then you guys can see it. And I want you guys to know I got some news coming. I don't know when I'm gonna be able to tell you guys, but if you're one of my supporters, definitely stay tuned. You're gonna be stoked. I promise as soon as I know I can tell you guys, you will know. So some big news coming soon, and I'm super excited about it. And I appreciate, again, all you guys that watch my videos. It's just been a crazy ride. We're about to hit, I think we just crossed 8,000, so we're on the road to 10 really quick, and I couldn't appreciate it more. I'm really so surprised at where we've gotten, and I'm just stoked. But real quick, I need to touch on this, guys. Here's a way to clean these lines up when you have longer hair. Just come in with your shears and use it to cut that edge. I'm gonna add some Tomb45 powder, just because he has so much length. The powder is gonna help dry up the product and the oils in his hair, and just give it a little bit more texture and a little bit more hold. But anyway, guys, here's the before. Told you my guy was looking crazy. Like I said, he hasn't cut the top since before quarantine. He got the sides cut off once, and big transformation today. So there's the finished product, guys. If you like this, please give me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below and let me know what you think. I appreciate all you guys watching. I got lots of dope content coming soon, so make sure you stay tuned, and the big announcement. I'll catch you guys next time.